Welcome back, everybody. Monday Morning Briefing, episode number 56. It's November the 30th. It has been a nutty weekend. It's been really, really busy. We started our sale on Friday night at midnight, and we had a little bit of a glitch. We talked about it on our Instagram stories, but it was the software that we use. It was supposed to put everything on sale, and it did that, but it did not mark everything down. So like for a couple hours there, right from midnight to 2 in the morning or so, I was actually having to go in and manually change every price. So much for that. We're going to look into that for next year, or for any other sale we might have during the year. Next year, we might try to do another, like a spring sale or something like that. But anyway, that was kind of cumbersome and worrisome, but we ended up getting it all kind of straightened out. And then when I got in here Friday morning, I ended up taking care of everybody that had bought during that time. So you should be taken care of. Like I said on Instagram, if you had any trouble, just give us a holler here at the shop or something like that. But everybody was good. The sale was amazing. I want to thank everybody that took part in the sale over the weekend, and hopefully you got some of the stuff that you were wanting. All of our digital packs were half price, and as well as the Academy was half price. Some people did email me and say that the Academy isn't half off. I thought you said it was going to be half off. It was half off, but for some reason that platform that delivers the school or the teaching course, it doesn't allow you to put the course on sale, which I think is dumb. I don't know why they would do that, but there's no way to put it on sale. You have to give it a different pricing structure. I don't know. We'll look into that as well. But what I had to do is actually go in there and just change the price of it. So normally that course is $125, and you've got lifetime access to it. It doesn't end or anything like that. You can kind of go through it as many times as you want. But for Black Friday weekend, we always put that, or we did last year and we did this year as well. We sell it for $60. So it was half price. It just didn't have the little sale sticker and then the slash through the price and that kind of deal. But no worries. We've got the tooling course that we're working on, so that one hopefully will be out. It's looking like it's going to be January before that one's out, but we'll just see how the rest of this month goes. We've got a lot of work to do in here today. We've got a ton of orders that we're working on. We got a bunch out yesterday. It's just me and Claudia, so we're packaging, and I'm pretty much shut down on working on anything. I'm trying to help her gather and fill boxes and do that kind of deal so we can get this stuff out to you as quick as possible. We're going to hopefully get a big dent in it today, and then hopefully we'll be working on the orders that were put in on Sunday and Monday, but for tomorrow, and then we should be done. But we're working as hard as we can. Like I said, there's just 2 of us in here. We kind of got overwhelmed. We did not realize how big this sale was going to be, and so again, I want to thank everybody that took part of that. But we also appreciate the patience. We'll get it out as quick as we can. As soon as she gets the box filled, it's going to the post office. So everything, like I said, is going out smoothly. It's just a lot of them, and so we're working on that. Over the weekend we got a lot of rain here in Moulton, so the weather was just really nasty. So it was a great weekend to be in the shop. So I kind of hung out in the shop most of the day. We had some family in and stuff too, and so they were here. So most of the day, Saturday and Sunday, we were in the shop. And so I was answering the phone, answering emails, trying to keep up with everybody in case anybody was having any trouble getting their order filled or getting their order purchased or whatever. And I think it all in all went pretty smooth. On Sunday, we also got the retail floor all decorated for Christmas. So we took down the fall decorations, most of them, and then decorated for Christmas. So I'll show you all that here in just a minute. The wristlet purses seem to be the most popular item. Those things went super fast. We do have a lot of the belt material packs, the premium packs. We do have, I think, 40 or so of those left. So if you are trying to get some belt material packs, they are on the website, and we do have some left in stock. The blemish grade, they were gone by the time I got to the shop Friday morning, which I kind of figured we didn't have a ton of those, but they did go pretty quick. I did throw a couple little deals on there. I ended up throwing on some more wristlet purses. I guess yesterday or Sunday we put some more on there. Those are still available. Remember, all of our material packs, for the most part, except for the belts, they were on sale for 15% off. They're no longer on sale. The sale ended this morning. Really, all the material packs did really well, but the wristlet purses seem to be the most popular. I think I'm toying with the idea of doing another type of wristlet purse or small, like clutch purse thing, first of the year. So sometime January, February, we may try to do another project video that's a different type, and then we'll have dies made for that and stuff too. I did send off the file for the gunslings, so we're gonna get a quote on making a die for that. I'm kind of eager to see how much that die is going to cost, because I did it 2 ways. One where it just cuts out the shape, and then the second way where it cuts out all the holes and everything too, which I think would be most beneficial. But we're looking at possibly offering those as a material pack here pretty soon. I've had a lot of people ask me about that. The gunsling was pretty impressive as far as how many people were interested in that video, especially that video is doing really, really good for us, as well as the pattern pack. It's just consistently been selling really well, both the digital as well as the printed copy. Thank y'all very much. I didn't realize that project was going to be so hot. I didn't realize everybody was really, really wanting to build gunsling, so it's really cool. It's an easy item. It's just like building a belt, and you can sell them fairly well. Everybody likes gunslings. I was really glad that I did that video. I should have done it a long time ago. We've had a lot of people asking about a rifle scabbard video next and pattern pack. I am working on, I kind of put it off. We've talked about it before. I put it off because the rifle scabbard is not my pattern, the one that I make, the ones that y'all have seen on my Instagram and stuff. That's actually a Tandy pattern from years and years and years ago. And it really works well. I like that pattern. I don't really feel a need to change it, but I'm going to come up with my own that'll have some differences on it that'll make it kind of where it's ours. We definitely don't want to sell patterns for somebody else's stuff that they've already created, but how do you reinvent the wheel on a saddle scabbard? But we're going to try. I'm going to come up with something that maybe makes it a little bit more unique and stuff like that. And then the floral patterns that we use, or that we'll sell in that pattern pack, if you want to use that older Tandy pattern, I'm sure you can improvise those and make those fit on there as well. That pattern just works good. I've used it for years. It works every time. There's nothing wrong with it. And so I didn't really ever feel a need to change it at all. But I'm going to go ahead and come up with my own, and then we'll try to put that pattern out and project video as well. A lot of people have been asking me about that, but we'll try to get it. Like I said, we'll try to work on that after the first of the year and get one of those going, because that's obviously you guys like rifles and things like that. So we'll go ahead and those kind of products are pretty popular. So we'll go ahead and do something like that. I've got a lot of little project ideas that I'm wanting to do after we get this Christmas behind us. Now that we got the sale behind us, as soon as we get all the shipping done and get all y'all taken care of and get your products headed to you, then I've got to get it back to the tooling bench and focus on my Christmas orders. I really don't have a ton. I didn't take a lot because I wasn't sure how the sale was going to go, and I needed to kind of be focused on that until that was behind me, and so I knew that would put me too close to Christmas. So I was just kind of careful on how much stuff I took. I probably still took a little too much, but that's okay. Like I said, we put our ship date on December the 10th. That's going to be our last ship date. We're going to aim for that. Some stuff we may ship to Houston or something like that, where it's a fairly close travel on it. It's not going to have to go very far, but I've got a few things that are going out of state as usual, and so I want to be sure to get those out by the 10th, so they've got 15 days there to get where they're going. I would suggest you do the same, kind of keep your order backed up, or your last ship date backed up pretty good ways away from Christmas to give you some time. So far, so good at the post office. I visited with them yesterday. We were down there 2 or 3 times taking stuff down there and getting it out of here. And she said their stuff's running really smooth. They are really, really busy. They've got a lot of stuff, tons of Amazon stuff coming through. And so they are busy, but she said she's not seeing any kind of lag or any kind of thing like that. So just keep an eye on it. I'm sure as we get closer to Christmas, there'll certainly be some hiccups and stuff. There is every year, much less this year. So, but we're going to work on that. And like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff I want to get. I want to get Christmas behind me, and then I've got a bunch of little project videos, ideas that I want to work on, and some other things just to kind of. I'm excited about 2022. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be an exciting year. I think we're going to be able to do a lot more stuff, especially with our, like I said, our new internet in here makes things a lot easier. We've got the new course coming out, and we may be working on a new edition. It's not going to be a complete revamp, but I'm researching right now different options for the website just to improve it and try to make it better. So far, we haven't had as many problems as I would have thought we would with a bumbling saddle maker running the website. But so far, it's been okay. But there's some things like the sale glitch that we had, those kind of little bitty things. We had to build some stuff to do the shipping. That's why we're not doing international shipping right now, because of the way we had to kind of handle it on the website and stuff. And so there's just a few things that there's better options out there, and so I'm looking into those, but I'm really apprehensive to move a lot of stuff or change a lot of stuff on the website that's going to cause issues for you. So my main thing, like I've told many of y'all that have called the shop, one of our main things is that on our website, when you buy digital products, they're archived and stored in your store account. We don't keep any kind of payment information. PayPal handles all the payment stuff, but it does keep your archived purchases, or digital purchases. So any kind of digital downloads or patterns or ebooks or anything like that, it saves those and archives the files, so that if you ever need to print them again, you can go to your store account, log in, and print those out. anytime you need to, as many times as you need to. And so that's one thing that I want to be sure carries over to any changes that we make, because I don't want you to lose that. There may be a little bit of a little small hassle in there getting it converted from what I'm researching so far. But I've got a web guy. I know a lot of people have reached out to me and said, hey man, if you ever need any help, and I really, really appreciate that. But we do have a web guy that does all our heavy lifting, so to speak. I can do all the stuff on the front end of the back end, so to speak, but he does anything that is complicated. And if they use that word code or coding, that's out of my realm. So I'm learning to keep myself in my lane on what I'm good at. And so as this thing moves along, I'm just trying to make things easier to where I can do what I do, which is make videos for you guys and make projects, and then work on my custom stuff as well, and kind of stay out of the web part of it as much as possible, or at least make it easy enough to where Claudia and I can manage it well. It's just a part of business. A good friend of mine, we're visiting about that the other day, that all this marketing stuff and web stuff and different integrations and trying to figure out how to deliver content and do all that. This is a part of leather work or any business really that nobody really thinks about. So if you're looking into kind of going full time with this and that, just know that it's not always slinging leather. Sometimes it's, sitting in the office on a computer trying to logistically figure out how you're going to do a certain thing or whatever. And even if you're not teaching, even if you're not producing content like we do, producing videos and articles and things like that, even just running a normal shop and handling orders and workflow and this and that. We had some visitors in over the weekend, super, super nice folks, and they're building a new shop, and they were come here to just kind of look at my layout and stuff. That's what they were interested in, is kind of how I have my benches, how my workflow works, stuff like that. And that was a very interesting conversation, because I usually get like, how do I do my antique? How am I carving? How am I doing figure carving? Whatever we're doing on the leather application part. But these guys were I was proud of them. I was really happy to see what they were here for, because they wanted to know about the back end business part of things, like how do we make things most efficient and the workflow well, and handle orders and set up the actual physical structures in the shop, the furniture, so to speak, the benches and tooling bench and lighting and all these different things. And so I'm really excited to see that kind of questioning and inquires about, that part of the business, because any kind of shop, even if it's just a hobby or just something you do on the side, those things still matter, and those things still have to be looked at. So you've got to look at your efficiencies and stuff, because you want to do the best possible job with the least effort, and not be wasting a lot of energy hunting for a screwdriver or hunting for your round knife or whatever. You want to keep everything to where it's really efficient. And it'll allow you to do better work. It'll allow you just to kind of clear the mud and then focus on the task at hand, which is improving your skill set or completing this one particular project. So having a lot of fun with that. That's something else I'm real excited about 2022, because we've talked about in the Monday briefing a lot about pricing, a lot about marketing, stuff like that, and people are just really want to dig into that a little bit deeper. So we've got stuff we're working on for that as well. We just got a lot of stuff. It's kind of overwhelming right now. Like I said, first and foremost right now is wrapping up this sale, getting everything out to you guys. I can't thank y'all enough for how well the sale went. Like I said, we're just blown away at the reaction from you guys on our products and the different things that we came out with this year. Because last year we didn't have any of the material packs. I think we were maybe before Christmas we had sold our first run of the belt material packs. But when we did the Black Friday sale, basically all we had was the digital products, ebooks, and the course, and a few caps and t-shirts, and that was it. This year we had a lot more product on the website. I spent, like I said, a couple of weeks or so before, just as I had time, cutting material and products that we were holding back just to put on the website for the sale. So we're just really, really happy and blown away and thankful for the support from you guys, and kind of seeing that stuff has a need. Because I think it's fun when you want to build a wristlet purse or something. It makes it easier to go ahead and, we've got a video, we've got a pattern, and we've got the material pack all in one. So if you want to do that project, you really don't have to go out of that to get pretty much everything. You got to have your own tools and whatnot. But it really, I think, lowers the barrier of entry for new people wanting to try leather work, and that's the main thing, is getting more people involved. Because more people got involved in leather work, I think it's going to be better. And the more of us kind of as a community and talking and exchanging ideas and experimenting and conversating about stuff, I think it helps the industry as a whole. It makes us all better, and definitely helps our suppliers, because if we don't have good suppliers, we can't get anything. So that's we got to keep those guys supported. So because we need stuff. We need leather. We need specialty stuff and all that. So and that stuff you can't buy at Walmart. So I guess you can get some of it on Amazon, but we get so much on Amazon already. A lot of this stuff we're buying from local guys like you and I. So, but that's really all I got today. Claudia's fixing to be here. I've got to, like I said, I got to clear this bench off. It's an absolute wreck. I got to clean this off so I can help her box more stuff up for this afternoon to get to the post office. So we're going to get to that. But before we do that, I'm going to show you the retail floor and kind of show you what we did there as far as the decorations and stuff. And if you're in the area, come by and check it out for yourself. Of course, first we have our Christmas tree. We got our tree up this weekend, and we went ahead and put it right in the middle of the retail floor this year. Last year we had it in front of one of these windows, and it looked pretty good in that window, especially at night when it was lit up and stuff. But this year I wanted it kind of right in the middle where everybody can get around it, where we can put stuff down around it and stuff like that. So we've got it up. I've got to figure out, we're going to get a little battery pack thing for the lighting so I don't have this cord running across the retail floor. But the tree looks great in here with our tall ceilings. It's a 12-foot tree, I think, or 10-foot or something like that. And it looks really good. The kids did all the decorating. My mom was here, and we just kind of hung out. And like I said, the weather was kind of nasty, so we just hung out and did this. And that way I was close by in case I needed to hop on the computer for somebody and help them out. But we've got a few other things Claudia wants to do to the tree, so she's going to work on that after we get all these orders done and stuff and all that. But the tree looks great in here. The only problem with the tree is that it's right in front of my front door, and if you've been here, it's glass front door, windows, and all that. And so now when the doorbell rings when somebody comes in, I've got a dinger that dings when the door opens. I can't really see who's coming in. All I can see is feet under the tree. So I've got to kind of walk up here and see who it is. But it's molten, so I'm not really worried about it. We don't have a lot of riffraff. And then we've got this window here on this side, and my mom's an antique nut, so she's got all kinds of stuff at her house and in the garage and stuff. But we got an old sled here, which I would normally say is of no use in the state of Texas, but after February we might get a chance to actually use that thing again down here even this year. I don't know. They're saying we're gonna have a bad winter. And then this is our little window scene kind of set up, and we've got all our little products and stuff like that. We're adding to that and adding a few little things to there. And then over here in this corner, we've got just a few saddles and a little display there in that window. And of course our knife, I'm calling this like kind of the knife table, or the, as far as display. We've got my case knives, more maker box. I need to get some more knives from them. And then our knife sheaths and a few gun slings and stuff like that. That's kind of what that little bench has become. It's actually a tooling bench. That's a tooling bench that I had years ago. And it's, just barn wood, and it's actually got a marble, granite stone in it and stuff. But we're just using it for display now. And we got our cowhide rugs out of storage and went ahead and put those down. I think they look really good on the floor, and just kind of gives it a nice warm feel and stuff. But then we've got our cap display over there. Looks about the same and that kind of deal. But all in all, I'm really happy with it. I think it looks good. I think the decorations look really nice. Claudia did a good job. We've still got some to do outside, but we've got some of the stuff up outside the front of the store. So we'll get that all wrapped up hopefully this week. She wants to make a run to Hobby Lobby, so later on this week she's going to go there and probably go nuts. Now our little snowman is back, and I posted that on Instagram over the weekend, and a few people messaged me and said they were hoping he was coming back this year. Some of y'all may hate him and want to shoot him with a small powered shotgun or something like that, because we've got 26 days till Christmas. I know every week we'll do our little weekly snowman update, keep you informed and let you know how close we are to Christmas. We've got to keep that date in mind. This is the only time of year where everything is due by the same time usually. So, but there's our little weekly snowman update where it's 26 days till Christmas. I think I'm going to get Claudia to check my math whenever she gets here, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty close. Also, too, I wanted to mention we're going to have a wine walk. It's actually, they call it the Mingle on Main. If you go to the Moulton Chamber of Commerce, you can look up the information on that. But it's a Mingle on Main. It's December the 11th. During the day, they'll have things for the kids. They'll have, I think Santa's coming at like 3 o'clock. They'll have a bunch of stuff going on in downtown, and then the wine walk they're going to have, it'll start at I think 5:30 to 8 or 8:30, something like that. But if you go on there, you'll get all the information. I think it's like $20 to enter the wine walk, and you walk around. All the businesses will be handing out samples of wine and stuff. It's just to promote business, local business in downtown Moulton. But it's a good time. They're going to have a street dance it's free. They'll have a trailer out there set up with a band on there. Last year's band was really good, and it's a good time. There's a lot of people in town, a lot of things going on. So if you are kind of semi-local or in the area or want to make the trip down, we'll be here. The shop will be open. You're more welcome to come in and hang out and have a beverage, whatever, visit, just hang out. It's going to be a good time. So December the 11th, the Mingle on Main in Moulton, Texas. If you're in the area or want to come down for it, just come on down. It'll be fun. December the 11th. But that's really all I got for you guys today. Like I said, Claudia's fixing to be here. We're going to get back at the orders. Thank you very much again for the feedback and for the activity on the sale this weekend. It was absolutely fabulous. We really appreciate it, and we're excited to get this year behind us and get through Christmas and then get started for next year and see what all we can do and come up with to help you with your leather work and stuff. So I appreciate the support. We'll see y'all next week in the Monday morning briefing.